In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best cards right now in NBA 2K25 My Team. Let me know what you guys think are the top 10 best cards currently in the game, and of course what you guys would change about my top 10 list. But at the number 10 spot, I think the 10th best card is actually GOAT Michael Jordan, and people are probably going to say, well, this is one of the first GOAT cards in the game. How is he all the way down here at number 10? And it's because honestly, his jump shot is very inconsistent. Yes, he has the best sigs in the game. He's got the best fade. He's got a good motion style, and his jump shot is good. But it's not as good as some other cards we'll be talking about at the point guard position and just in general in this top 10 list. But yes, he is a GOAT card. He has 40 legend badges. He has perfect stats. His jump shot's a bit inconsistent, and he's only 6'6" at the point guard spot. For example, at number 9, I got Invincible Kevin Durant. This card is 6'10" at the shooting guard position with a 7'5" wingspan. His jump shot to me is more consistent of a release, and he's got the same sigs. He's got arguably a better fade. I mean, for his position, I think Kevin Durant is probably better than Michael Jordan. Don't get me wrong, MJ is very, very good. He's still one of the better cards in this game, but you could maybe even argue a taller point guard like a Ben Simmons or a LeBron could even be better than GOAT Michael Jordan. But I will give, GOAT Jordan Michael Jordan that respect just because he is a GOAT card and he is very good at the point guard position. But Kevin Durant, I do think, is number 9. Number 8, guys, is Invincible Shaquille O'Neal. 7'1" at power forward, 7'7" wingspan, and I'll just say right away, I think him and Kristaps is a very close comparison for number 8 and number 7. For me, the reason why I like Kristaps a bit more than Shaq really comes down to the jump shot. That jump shot to me is so much better than Shaq's jump shot. Not to say that Shaq has a bad release, but I do think his jump shot is much better compared to Shaq's. He's a little bit taller. I mean, it's only 1 inch and he has an inch less on the wingspan. So I mean, they're both very, very similar. To me, I prefer the jump shot on Kristaps, but Shaq does have the better dribble sigs. Like, Kristaps doesn't have Steve Francis size up, and he doesn't have the tray behind the back, and Shaq does. So I could see the argument if you wanted to put Shaq ahead of Kristaps. They are both absolute monsters at the center and power forward position. I feel like Kristaps can also play center a little bit more. He doesn't have a wider player build, but for some reason, I just like Kristaps a little bit more at center compared to Invincible Shaq. Now, getting on to number 6, just missing out of the top 5, is 100 overall Yao Ming. Now, I mean, this is 100 overall Yao Ming. If you wanted to put this card in the top 10 conversation, top 5 conversation, I can understand that because he's 7'6" at center with a 7'9" wingspan. It's still 100 overall Yao, 97 speed, 97 agility, but with pretty much any coach in this game, that's 99 speed and 99 agility. He's got a 98 3-point shot. I mean, his stats are maxed out, right? And it's 100 overall Yao Ming with a very good jump shot. Robert Williams, the third base, Shea Upper on very quick timing is actually a nice jump shot, but he doesn't have the sigs and he doesn't have like a good fade as well. The normal fade is not that great, but again, he's an absolute monster. He's 7'6" at the center position with a 7'9" wingspan. Now, guys, getting into the top 5, I do have Invincible Nikola Jokic. Still is the best point guard in this game. I mean, the more that I've seen this card in game and the more that I really took the time to realize actually how overpowered it is to have a 6'11" point guard with a 7'3" wingspan. Jokic's player build, which is very wide, and a heavy player build, which is nice to have. He plays extremely good defense. His jump shot is amazing. The Mike Muscala base and the Oscar upper is a really good jump shot in my opinion. Pro 2 fade is obviously great, and then he has the best sigs in the game. He's got Garland dribble style, Steve Francis size up, Curry escape, tray behind the back. Maybe could use a better moving step back. They do give the James Harden moving step back, to a lot of the top tier cards. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as the Zach Zach LaVine moving step back, but it's still decent, I guess, because it's on the best cards in the game. But yeah, Jokic, in my opinion, because of his size and also his legend badges are really good, like legend limitless range, set shot specialist, shifty shooter. I like having that legend dimer, legend landing launch, and also that legend rebound chaser is nice to have at the point guard position. I feel like having a card that feels like a center, feels like a big man at point guard, that's why I like him more than a Michael Jordan. Even though Jordan has, I mean, they got basically the same sigs, and I think Nikola Jokic's jump shot is more consistent and better than MJ's release. They both have the Pro 2 fade. Sure, the 40 legend badges does make a difference, but in my opinion, Jokic, the size and the jump shot being better, I don't know, I think to me it makes him the better point guard. But of course, these cards are also close in ranking. Like, even though I have Yao Ming ahead of Kristaps, or Kristaps ahead of Shaq, or Shaq ahead of KD, or KD ahead of Jordan, these cards are all so good, guys, that the top 10 cards are basically all the same, and they're very close in ranking that there's not really too much of a difference between the cards. I do have Jokic as the 5th best card currently in my team. Now, getting into the top 4, I do have Invincible Bob Pettitt. I think you could argue this card maybe a tiny bit higher. I feel like his size holds him back a little bit, only being 6'9" at small forward with a 7'1" wingspan. Again, that is tall. Like, that's not a bad height for the small forward position. But when we have a card like Kevin Garnett, who is 6'11" at small forward with a 7'3" wingspan, that's kind of where, you know, and 40 legend badges to help him out even more, just overall across the court. Yes, Bob Pettit probably has the better jump shot because he has the Patty Mills base, you know, compared to the Curry base, but KG also does have the Colin Sexton upper, and if you compare these cards' animations, they are basically the exact same. The only real difference is that Bob Pettit has a slightly better jump shot, Patrick Mills base compared to the Curry base. Everything else on these cards is the same. So to me, to have the extra 2 inches of height, to have the extra 2 inches on the wingspan, also a much better player model. Bob Pettit does look kind of small out there. He's got a skinnier player build, which is fine, but KG's got that wider player build. I feel like it helps him play more defense. But again, those 40 legend badges will make a difference when it's this close of a comparison. To have, you know, legend on-ball menace, glove, challenger, high flying denier, movable force, or interceptor, right? Because these are all the legend badges that KG has, right? Compared to Bob Pettit, who's missing out on mini marksman, missing out on unpluckable, dimer, handles for days, lightning launch, right? Missing out on rise up, some key badges that I do think there's quite a big of a difference between having it on Hoff and having it on legend. Again, such a close comparison. I'm not saying that KG is a lot better than Bob Pettit. I'm saying he's slightly better, especially at the small forward position. You can get a good comparison there. I feel like at small forward, having that bigger player build, a card that could be a better rebounder, gets better rebounding animations, I do think is slightly better at the small forward position. And I do think GOAT Kevin Garnett is the third best card in the game. Number 2, I do have another GOAT card in GOAT Kareem. And this is another very close comparison, guys. GOAT Kareem compared to GOAT Wemby, it's whatever way you want to go. GOAT Kareem, he's 7'2" at center power forward, 7'5" wingspan. Wemby 7'4" with a 7'8" wingspan. You can definitely give the slight edge to Wemby when it comes to the player model with the height, the wingspan, and also just his player model in game is slightly better in my opinion, and that's why, a big reason why I do have him over Kareem. Now, if you're looking at Kareem's argument to be the best card in the game, he has 40 legend badges, which again matters a ton. He's going to have all the legend badges that Wemby doesn't have. For example, Wemby's missing out on shifty shooter, he's missing out on dimer, break starter, bailout, handles for days, unpluckable, right? These are important badges. On-ball menace, brick wall, challenger, glove, a movable interceptor. No, he has rise up on legend. But again, these are some important badges that Kareem has compared over to Wemby. For me though, the reason why I have him over, the reason why I have Wemby over Kareem is mainly due to the player model, the size, and the wingspan. But also, I do prefer Wemby's jump shot a tad bit more. The Oscar upper this year, guys, I know it's good on some cards, and there's cards that I have in the top 10 ranking to have the Oscar upper, but it's just not that great of an upper, guys, to be honest with you. Like, it is a very inconsistent upper, and for me, I do prefer Wemby's jump shot, but that's what the comparison comes down to. Whoever's jump shot you prefer between Wemby and Kareem, they're the exact same card. They both have the best SIGs in the game. It is a very close comparison to who is the best card in my team. But let me know what you guys think about my top 10 list down below, and what is your guys' top 10 best cards currently in the game, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.